قال الله لا يا باشم Shai Basham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Rule and teach well, peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of the earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. And brother man, talk out a short video once again. You know, as concerning faith, I think that's our name. If it was concerning faith, yeah, that's our good name, faith. Because I mean, we just doing a quick good. No, I wouldn't say a breakdown, but we just go. Bring out some precepts on why faith is so important. Because faith is the fuel that is going to keep us going in the time to come. Come 2025, a lot of shit is going to be fan. Faith is going to be the deodorant, if you will. And the shit smell like gonna affect us. So starting the book of James 2 and 17. It says, even so, if it had not works, even so faith, if it had not works, is dead, being alone. Right? Because you need faith. But what faith is more so, your belief. Whereas proving your belief could be the works. Last time we believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, used to go out on the highways and byways and tell my people the wrongs. That is what we do. We do the say, yeah, I believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, and we lie down on my bed. No, we do works to correlate with the faith. It says, verse 18, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works here. Because according to Romans 12, it says, well, make your body a living sacrifice as a reasonable service. That's how you show your works. You sacrifice time, you sacrifice pleasures of this world. Because of the strength of our faith. Yeah? It says, thou believest that there is one power, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? It says, was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar? Seest thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect? Abraham was told to say, offer up your son, and because of the strength of his faith, he do the work. He was going on offer up his son, right? It was a test of his faith, and he passed. It says, seest thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect? Yeah. In James, let's say, I believe it's 1 and 22. It say, be doers and not hearers only. That's lucky. Right? Verse 23, it says, and the scripture was fulfilled which said, Abraham believed power, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness, and he was called the friend of power. We see that how that by works a man is justified, and not by faith only. Yeah, it works in tandem. Right? It says, likewise also was not Rahab the harlot justified by works, and she had received the messengers and had sent them out another way. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without work is not there. You have to show your faith by your works, not just by saying it. You have to live it. You have to live it. Right? And the thing is, faith is the thing that's going to keep you alive in this time to come. Alright? We'll move on to the second precept, Hebrews 11 and from 6. From 6. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to power must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. By faith Noah power being warned of power of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. Yeah, because no one of them never saw rain. Them didn't know about rain. That's why when you tell people, hey, a flood coming, they say, what do you mean flood? It don't even rain. What are you talking about? But what? Noah had faith, so he built the ark. You think? Proof that he had faith was him building the ark. Verse 8, by faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is power. Through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Yeah. You understand? I just have to paraphrase it. I believe it's in Revelation where it say keep these words because these words are faithful and true. Faithful and true. Yeah. Verse 12 it said, therefore sprang out there even of one, and him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were angels and pilgrims on the earth. Yeah, they didn't live to see the promises, but you know what? They see it afar off, and they had faith, so they lived accordingly. Right? They lived accordingly. It says, for they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country, and truly if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country that is unheavenly, wherefore power is not ashamed to be called their power, for he had prepared for them a city. By faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son. Yeah, only son. In the old age too. Salakia, that Isaac is what we are talking about, the Salakia. Right, it says, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, according to. No, I wasn't mistaken. Nevertheless, verse 19 it says, accounting that power was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. By faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. By faith Jacob, when he was dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph, and worshipped leaning upon the top of his staff. By faith Joseph, when he died, made mention of the parting of the children of Israel, and gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents, because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing to rather suffer affliction with the people of power than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. Yeah, it says, esteeming the reproach of Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto recompense of the reward. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. Yeah, by faith we don't see the face of the Lord. By faith we believe in him. We know he's omnipotent, you know, and omnipresent. Yeah. By what? By faith. Through faith. We believe. John 20. Oh shit, 2020. Verse 25. It says, the other disciples therefore said unto him, we have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, in his except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. And after 8 days again his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto you. Then said he to Thomas, Reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing. Yeah, that is where the phrase doubting Thomas came from. Yeah, he's a doubting Thomas. You know, if anybody ever heard that. Yeah, that's where the phrase come from this chapter. Right? And Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my power. Yahushua said unto him, Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. Yeah? We haven't seen Yahushua with our own eyes, but we believe in him. We have faith in him. We have faith that his words are faithful and true. Yeah, because everything that they say would come to pass, coming to pass. If it ain't passed already, the wars, the rumors, the wars, the uproars of the people, so on and so forth, the natural disasters, the pestilence, the plagues, all these things coming to pass. So we know these words are faithful and true. That is why we live according to it. And that is our works. And faith, hand in hand, in tandem, in unison. Right? It says, and many other signs truly did Yahushua in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book, but these are written that ye might believe that Yahushua is the Mashiach, the Son of power, and that believe in ye might have life through his name. Right, through that name. So the ones who saying Yahushua Mashiach is not your name, they're not using that name well, brother. You know what I mean? Sorrow be a portion. Yeah? No, you go to the last precept I jotted down here. Second, it's like here. Second is just 5 and 1. It says, Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. The reason I keep this for last is because that time is now. This is the time, right? The murder rate sky high. The land is barren of faith. People have faith in the Creator anymore. Take matters into own hands. They live for the pleasures. They don't have faith that, hey, the Lord say if we don't do this, this would happen. If we do this, this would happen. They don't have faith in that. They don't care. So by this is how I feel and this is what I doing, yes? It is what it is. You know, this kind of way. And that is it with them. That is how they are. That is how they function. You know? Nevertheless, without works, your faith is null and void. So you have to prove your faith. You have to live by it. Yeah? That's why we always do the works. We make it our duty to do the works. First and foremost, the most important thing we do is the works. Because that is how the scripture says we made spectacles even unto angels. That's how we prove our faith. So we prove, hey, we believe because we're going and professing the name in the world. Just like it's in Esdras. I mean, we already know Esdras. I don't really recall what the scripture is right now, but when he say, who is he that crowned the people with psalms and and crowns and so on and so forth, and going down, he said the angel told him, you know who he is, you understand? And these are they that have what professed his name throughout the world, right? They professed his name. That was the work, professing his name and having that faith. So when Jacob's trouble kick off, our faith is what is going to keep us. Our faith by our works is what going to keep us. Yeah. So I hope we need to get this. Through spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yoshai. Until next time, Shalom.